Welcome back to Watchers on the Couch. It's episode 16. This is our pre-show. Pre-show? Not pre-show. What's the prequel? Not prequel either.
Pre-cum?
Yeah, yes, that's what it is. It's this is the pre-cum before episode 1 of season 6. So...
Yeah. It can still get you pregnant.
That's fun.
We got, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
24th, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. So anyway, we'll go ahead and introduce the table as we normally do, and I just forgot to do this time. I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Chris Nays.
Mike Davron.
Sarah Edrick.
And in the background, we got Jordan Taylor of the High Files. High as fuck.
I'm contemplative.
So, I actually don't have a lot of notes this time around, so this might not be a really long episode. Unless Chris brought anything. Chris, did you bring something with you?
I brought 2 things.
Oh, my
God.
So what you got? We don't have to get into it. Just like bullet points, and then we'll get to it.
Okay. Well, there's an SNL episode or an SNL skit.
Oh.
Where Tyrion... And what is the actor's name?
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage did a Space Pants sketch. I don't know if you've seen that.
I haven't. I don't watch Saturday Night Live. So.
Well, I only saw the one skit
Okay.
online on YouTube, and it's very weird.
Okay.
I want to see it.
You want to see it?
I want to see it.
Funny, it depends on what you think is funny.
What?
Obviously, but I like Space Pants songs. So
Space Pants. I'm in already.
do you want
Space
the other?
Pants.
Do you want the other thing that I brought?
Hang on. Let's. What do I have to search for to find it?
Can I put the other thing in my mouth?
SNL
SNL.
Space Pants. That's should bring it up. I don't think there's anything. I don't know if they've ever done a Space Pants sketch before.
Okay. It's 6 minutes and 16 seconds.
We only have to get into this. Shit. Well, it doesn't.
Potatoes.
It doesn't start with the song, so maybe go like a minute in.
Okay.
Does he take off his Space Pants?
He doesn't take off his Space Pants, as far as I know.
Oh.
Okay, so let's...
But Gwen Stefani does guest on it.
Oh, yes.
Which is odd.
I like her.
Sorry. Do your work. Do your work.
Girls, I think you'll find that my pants will blow your mind. Look at my pants with the eyes in your face. My legs are covered in outer space.
Space Pants.
Space pants.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
This
pretty
is
much.
weird. Yeah.
My new
Wearing
ringtone.
space pants.
What is this? Oh, I'm sorry. Is what's going on up there more interesting than what's going on right here? Kind of.
Space pants. My pants are space pants. Do you see my pants? No way, you missed them. My pants are a tour of the solar system.
Wasting my time, okay? We got a problem here, all right? And I want to hear a solution.
Let's go, gentlemen. Stop talking.
I'm sorry, it's just kind of hard to focus with that guy screaming about his space pants.
When I say space, you say pants. Space.
What?
When I say space pants, you say our intergalactic space pants. Space pants.
Our intergalactic space pants, huh?
Yes.
I mean, that's great. Yeah, we don't have to watch the entire thing. You pretty much get the gist.
Okay, don't have your money.
Because Gwen Stefani comes in and then it's not as funny. So
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's what they say about Gwen Stefani.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's
That's going to be stuck in my head all day now.
Space
Space
Pants.
pants.
That's great.
Yeah, that's going to be my ringtone.
so awesome.
See, so sometimes SNL does good things.
If my phone was ever on
You fear I had a
the
ringer
volume,
on.
yeah, I never had my ringer on, so
You like it vibrating.
I
Huh?
might yeah. No, actually, it's just
Yeah, you do.
I don't even want to answer the phone, so it's just
You
silent.
don't even want to answer that question.
I'm skipping right over it.
Moving on.
So, Mike, have
Hi.
you seen the new trailer?
I have.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You should
I
have.
haven't.
We can watch it again if you want.
What?
Oh,
You
yeah.
haven't.
Oh, I'm prepared.
Oh,
so
great.
I'm prepared.
Yeah.
One of the gingers has to be in.
Great.
I
I'm
know.
prepared.
I didn't even know it existed. So.
All right, well,
Just
we
like
can
you
go ahead.
last time.
Can't believe we thought we were going to have you as a regular on the show.
Wait a second. I've been here more often than you.
Well,
For the pre-cum pods.
yeah, you won't be here for the.
Pre-cum pods.
With the podcasts.
Made available at Walgreens.
All right, so we're gonna fire up the new trailer, season 6.
Don't let me forget, I
trailer.
do have one other thing to bring up.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
I promise, Chris. We don't have a lot of
It's very important.
Settle the fuck down. Shit.
What book?
Thought he was the man.
Oh, we're past the books at this
We
point.
are past books, okay.
But I was wrong. You like games, little man.
Do you say you're gay, little
No
man?
blood in this holy place. The gods won't mind. They spill more blood than the rest of us combined.
Oh, I don't think Jordan can actually hear it. It's only in the headphones.
No one.
I'm singing Space Pants in my head right now.
Space Pants!
Oh, yes!
I can't have two sounds.
Oh.
There will not be a third.
That's all I think about. What was taken from me.
I know what happens. There's no hiding from this. We have to fight.
Stand at the head of our army where you belong. Show them what Lannisters are. What we do to our enemies.
The real war is between the living and the dead. And make no mistake, the dead are coming.
Coming.
The dead are pre-coming.
Yeah, they are.
Dragons do not do well in captivity.
How do you know this?
That's what I do. I drink and I know things.
And I sing Space Pants.
So, first thoughts. Oh, it's not over.
Oh, yeah.
First thoughts is there's less boobs and more dragons.
Right.
Well, you have to have one or the other. I mean,
I like a nice balance.
So it's dragons and tits.
Hey, no, it's all
So
the
tits and
CGI.
dragons.
Right.
Yeah, it's dragons and tits this time. I didn't see any tits.
No.
Zero
Well,
tits.
No, they stripped Denarius.
yes.
Oh.
Yes, they did.
I missed it.
I missed it too.
How do you guys miss these things?
I don't know how I missed that, but
Do you know the marker? Like what second? it's
Yeah.
on? Okay.
It was at 143.
Okay.
But he was done by 142.
Yes. So a second
he
before.
pre-cummed at 140.
This is pre-cum cast.
All right, Chris, what was the other thing you had?
Well, President Obama requested to see the entire new season, and his request was not denied. They sent
granted?
him. Yeah, they sent him the entire season.
So he's seen all of season 6 already?
yeah.
What if Obama
What a jerk.
spoiled it? What if Obama was that guy that spoiled Star Wars for me on Facebook?
Or what if you watched it while he was in like a hotel room and some guy on the other side heard everything?
Oh, one of his
and he's
like
just
one of his
typing
Secret
up a
Service
synopsis.
guys. Oh, what an
Thanks,
asshole.
Obama.
Does the president ever stay in hotels?
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
I guess he does.
But he's like the
Yeah,
only
too.
person that stays in that hotel.
right. It's on lockdown.
Or at least like
Floor.
he gets a floor. Yeah.
Do you guys think it's okay that happened? Like, do you think people have a right to bitch that he got to see it before everybody else just because he's president?
No, I think if you're president,
There is people griping about it. Let me
Sure,
tell you.
there's people to bitch about everything. So
I don't care.
There's going to be somebody.
I don't care
who's like,
what your
"Dude,
political
you're never
affiliations
special."
are. If you're president of the United States, the least they can do is give you an advanced screening of Game of Thrones.
Look, man, he's been through a lot.
Because you're going to spend most of your time getting shit anyway. So at least give the guy.
Let him see some tits and dragons.
And it's a TV show. It's not like that fucking special. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, at least he can binge watch it on Air Force One. If he was watching it every week, it's you couldn't be working during that time?
Well, yeah, I mean, he does it at the end of his day or whatever, when he's done with all his important business. He gets to watch some dragon business.
No, what I want to know is, does the Pope get an advanced copy of Game of Thrones?
Well, he is cool Pope.
Hey,
so
this Pope!
he's not like former popes that were less cool.
The Palpatine Pope?
That would mean he's evil, though, right?
Yeah, but he looked pretty sinister. He was just a creepy looking guy. He wasn't.
Oh, you mean the last Pope?
Yeah.
Yeah, this Pope.
Benedict.
This Pope is not Palpatine Pope.
Right, yeah.
He's, I don't even know where I'm going with this.
I don't have anything.
He's good guy Pope.
Good guy Pope.
Okay.
You don't no opinion on that, Mike?
No opinion.
It's just a Pope.
Yeah, it's Pope.
It's not like it's Jesus.
Pope.
Hey, you Pope.
Hey, Pope, you want to watch some Game of Thrones?
No, I remember. I saw that in my notes. I didn't put it down, so it's a good thing that you did.
So, are you saying it's not that important? I thought it was.
Saying it's an interesting thing to know that the president can get
President
Game
Obama.
of Thrones early. What I want to know is, does he get the rest of the story for shows that have been canceled? Like, does he know what was going to happen in season 2 of Firefly?
Probably not.
I wonder if he requested it, if he could get it, though.
You should be able to.
Yeah,
I think that's like...
Somebody needs to rate that shit.
They unseal those files along with Area 51 as soon as...
Yeah, he gets briefed with the Firefly, stuff that was going to happen.
Know, does Gilligan get off of that?
He did in the movie for a while.
Oh, he was back at the end of the movie.
Right. Well, yeah, he still got off though.
Wait.
What?
Spoilers, guys.
Now,
how old is that movie?
Right, the movie's really old. I understand that, but they got off the island and they went back to the island.
No, what happened was they got off. They all dispersed, and then they got together to celebrate
on the boat
by taking that same damn boat out or same style.
And guess what fucking happened?
The wind got rough, or the
wind another storm.
Rough. The tiny ship was
convenient.
Tour.
If not for the courage.
It's lazy story.
It's almost like it's written.
These fucking people deserve to be stranded on an island. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Gilligan cast.
One of the things I noticed, we'll see how it goes this time. We weren't fans of it last season. I saw some more Sons of the Harpy in that trailer.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I wish they left that part out, just so I didn't even know it was coming. And I'm like, when is that part coming up?
We'll skip that.
Because if it's not in the first episode, then I have to wait till the next one and the next one for it to get over with.
But meanwhile, we know Mike's just going to be really upset at some point.
He's going to shit all over it.
No. I only did that on the last episode.
You at least give it a chance.
Well, the Sons of the Harpy thing was ridiculous. I mean, they were. You would consider in a video game they would be overpowered. Mm-hmm. It'd be like a really unfair boss fight because you have this army. Well, we covered it before. Like they tell you, like the Unsullied are supposed to be like the greatest fighters in all the world, and they just get ganked by these citizens in masks.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. It was,
I could do with less.
Wasn't into it.
I could do with less of them for sure.
We probably won't see. Well, I mean, I guess that's going to be Tyrion's main storyline at this point because those are the people that are there right now. But Daenerys is off with the Horse Lords, I guess.
Gendry's making his masks.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we had that theory. Somebody in the comments of. Oops, as I knock everything over. Somebody in the comments of the Game of Thrones trailer says if you look in the background, you can see Gendry still rowing. I forgot the actor's name. I should look him up on Facebook because it used to be like every season. He'd write still rowing on his Twitter.
That's good.
Let's see. Oh, one of the things, I don't know if you guys caught this. They mentioned that Game of Thrones might be down to its final 13 episodes after this season.
After this season?
After this season.
So they'll have
13
a seventh season and that's it?
A seventh season and an eighth season. But they're going to be shorter seasons.
Oh.
Yeah.
So are they going to do like what Breaking Bad did and have basically 2 seasons, but it's 1 season?
Kind of.
Like season 5 was 2 different years?
Yeah.
It's like 8 episodes.
Well, that's
Mad Men did that too.
That would be the opposite of what they're doing.
It increases the longevity of this podcast. So
that's what I'm saying. That's the point I was going to bring up: is that you're putting a finite date on the existence of this podcast.
Free job security.
Well, there'll be more shows. So other shows.
Well, Sarah's already said we have to move into a different TV show or all TV shows.
Season 4 of the rewatch.
We do that.
We could still be watchers on the couch, just watching whatever.
Yeah. Watching everything. Watchers everything on the couch.
That's true.
You know,
Is that my headphones
watching
that are
it.
cracking?
I don't know.
I'm hearing it.
Okay, well that's good. That's something that we should.
Is it picking up in the recording?
It might be. I don't know.
All right, start shuffling stuff around.
It's probably me.
You have to whack it with a rubber mallet a couple times.
Everyone stay real still.
Anyway, because this is interesting audio. Well, when I was getting everything wired up before the show started, that mic didn't even work. Like the original cable was just completely dead.
Well, thank God I'm back online, guys. And also, I should say that the On the Road with Thorhammer podcast will be continuing as long as I'm in the band. And
even if you're not in the band.
Probably not.
Because you could talk about them. They're doing really well.
You gotta change your name.
Do not mock my podcast.
Well, I mean, to be fair, your podcast doesn't have a whole lot to do with Thorhammer.
Well, you know, it's I update as news happens, and when news is not happening, I just create content.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a wide spectrum. It doesn't have to be just about Thorhammer. It can just be about the people that are in Thorhammer.
Well, to be fair, in the off-season, this show, it really isn't about Game of Thrones.
That's true.
We go off on
It's
huge
about
tangents.
space pants.
We have episodes of varying quality.
There's some. Let's be honest. That's all shit quality.
Yeah.
Well, no, nothing was as bad as the
impromptu episode.
The impromptu episode.
Yeah.
The impromptu train wreck episode. That one was.
Sarah wasn't here.
That
That
was
was the
horrible.
basic ingredient.
We weren't. Well, the other thing was.
Secret sauce.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is it was like we were just waiting for Sam to show up to record another podcast. So
we just threw something together.
So it's
on
like,
the
well, we're
spot,
just sitting
and-
here. Let's do.
and we didn't have any news to speak of.
Right.
So,
So it's like, okay.
Everyone was just like, I like Game of Thrones. I do too. Me too.
let's go back and
great.
listen to that sometime. Just criticize everything that's in it.
But despite the fact that the writers for Game of Thrones said they've had in their head for a long time that the total number of hours they want the show to go is about 73, which puts us at a 7-episode season 7 and a 6-episode season 8. Now HBO, like once this started getting picked up and circulated around social media, HBO immediately had to put out a statement saying any conversation about the end of Game of Thrones and the number of episodes of future seasons is completely speculative.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure if it was up to them at this point,
They can keep it going forever.
yeah, it's like let's go into season 15 because this is making lots of money. But yeah, I don't know how long the story can go on. Because
Well, it's the same thing as Walking Dead. Like, they don't necessarily have to be in the same universe as the comics. Like, you know, well, I'm relating it to Walking Dead, but like Game of Thrones, they don't necessarily have to do anything that happens in the books.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it could go on for fucking forever. As long as everybody's still alive, which that's not. We all know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, both Walking Dead and Game of Thrones not known for keeping people alive.
Exactly. But then they introduce somebody else. So,
Jon Snow's coming back, right? It's happening.
Yeah.
Everybody has said no so far.
That's bullcrap.
Yeah, and that means that, yes, it is happening.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably.
I don't know if it'll happen this season.
Right.
Oh, our friends Frank and Scott Cashin, they thought I was talking to them the other weekend over at Jordan's, and they're saying how we think Melisandre will bring him back. What if they burn everybody usually at the wall place thing,
Yeah.
and since he's a Targaryen, maybe he'll come to life through the fire.
Certainly
Maybe
possible.
instead of Melisandre do anything because kind of like the dragons, they came to life through the fire or whatnot. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we were talking last episode about the last scene of the previous trailer where Davos is apologizing for what you're about to see. He actually clarified that scene. He's actually fighting with those guys that are in the room. They're protecting Jon Snow's body from the other members of the Night's Watch. They're trying to burn the body.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's the protector of the body.
So there's your spoiler for the episode.
God damn it. Why didn't you warn us?
Why would I even watch? I'm done with the season already. Nope. I already know too much.
Well,
one thing from one episode.
Well,
like
if-
a moment.
Well, no, I have to watch it because Daenerys is going to be naked again.
Well, we don't know
Even if
that.
it's her backside.
Oh, well. Somebody's going to be naked in it.
I think you're just going to have to watch previous episodes.
Maybe.
That happened.
Like I said, I'll have like picture frames. I'll just set them up while I'm watching. Be below the TV.
Well,
so you can convince yourself that she was naked in the episode. Really, it's just pictures surrounding.
Yep.
She was,
especially with the scene with her and Drogo.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She was on Conan recently.
Season 1. Good Lord.
So Emilia Clarke was on Conan recently, and she was talking about the discrepancy between male and female nudity, and she wants way more male nudity in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's lots of dicks everywhere.
I thought she was describing the difference between male and female nudity. Like,
boys have a penis, girls have a vagina,
and a bow tie.
Actually, I think I have that clip. I actually haven't watched it yet, so
Maybe
we can
we
watch
can see
it together.
Tyrion's dick. His giant wiener. It's a big old hog.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? I mean,
well, he said,
what's hiding behind those space pants?
Yeah. But he said, I wonder if, or I don't know, somebody said, I wonder the proportion or something must be small there. He's like, think again.
All right, so this is Emilia Clarke on Conan.
Does she get naked?
She does not.
Oh,
There's
well,
no nudity on
Well,
Conan.
let's not watch it.
More male nudity
Yes.
in the show.
Love
Yes,
Conan.
Talk about that.
Well, okay. Full disclosure, my mum really told me off for saying that. And so I said in a magazine, I said that there should, as a way of talking about the fact that I think there should be more, equal nudity. As a way of
There's a lot of female nudity.
There's plenty of female nudity, myself included, and I feel like it should. I think it should be a bit more of a discussion that's between. We get some equal male nudity and female nudity. I think it's a good.
Now, what are we talking about here, Emilia? Are you talking about just what you traditionally see as guys' butts going by in the...
Pretty much, yeah. That's what you normally see.
That's what you normally
we
see.
get to see everything.
So,
but they
She's talking about Game of Bones.
Yeah, I know. Andy, I can't believe you did that.
Why, was it already on the card?
No.
It was all leading up to Game of Bones.
It was all leading up to the band has a song worked out and everything.
Exactly.
Big production.
I'm waiting for it.
No, that's yeah. Well, that's a discussion that should be had.
Well, I think exactly. I think it is. I think it is a discussion that should be had. But I said this in a magazine, and then my mum told me off, so I have to stop talking about it. She told me to on
really?
television.
That's so funny because I like it that you are like my mom still has control over me. She can say, "Oh, I didn't like that at all," and I go, "Oh, okay, it won't happen again," which is pretty much everything I do on television. You have so many titles.
Free the penis.
Yeah, you have
Free the penis.
Free the penis. Free the penis. That's your big cause. Free the penis.
Yeah, free the
Most
penis.
people's word phrases don't work like that.
I know.
Mike's gonna hashtag
We
that.
tried that rule around here and I got in trouble.
Free the penis.
Free the penis.
I like the way that you said
When are we gonna get that on the show?
Free the penis.
So there's that, and we know Mike likes all kinds of nudity.
Yeah. Dicks, balls, vaginas, boot, anything. Yeah.
Taint.
No discrimination, huh?
Yeah. Free it all. They shouldn't wear clothes on any shows. Just everyone naked. That's the way
Right.
you're born, right? I mean,
Yeah,
so.
I can see how that would work out well for everybody.
Except maybe they should just all wear space pants. No tops, just space pants.
Just
for
space
everybody.
pants?
Space pants, space shorts,
I think
space underpants.
I think a lot of people
Space
that
underpants.
don't watch Game of Thrones, I think the general consensus of people that have never watched it is that there's just a lot of dongs in it, and a lot of boobs in it, and some fucking dragons.
There really isn't that much.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Everybody
There's
says
actually
that,
not
but-
much of any of those things.
Yeah,
Right.
there really isn't.
It's true.
but when they are,
Now, if you want a lot of dongs, Spartacus.
Yep. Lots of Jupiter's cats.
let me direct you to the show with the greatest dong.
If you're looking for
quality.
swords and penises, you want Spartacus.
Dicks and dragons.
See, that's why people come to this podcast, so we can give them great information like that.
Well, hopefully that's why people keep coming to this podcast, because HBO was actually going to do a Game of Thrones after show.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No, but it's something that's like the Better Call Saul show. They have one with all the creators and the writers.
Talking Saul?
Yeah, Talking Saul.
Is it really?
Well,
I thought they only did one episode.
Well, they do the one that's on TV with Chris Hardwick, but then there's a podcast that's just a podcast that is like everybody that's involved in making it.
The last episode of that, awesome.
Yeah,
you see that?
I mean, that's a whole conversation.
We could do that. We could do that show.
The last episode. You want to do a podcast about Talking Saul?
We could.
about Talking Saul.
I thought that's what you guys were talking about.
No,
right over the head.
Last episode of Talking Saul.
No, but I do think that is
the conversations they have.
That's something that's happening more and more as people are starting podcasts that are actually involved with the shows. So they can bring on people that are on the show.
That's boring. People want to hear a bunch of nobodies sitting at the table talking about things.
Right?
You would think.
That'd be like fans of Thor Hammer making a Thor Hammer podcast. I would love that shit. I would love to hear you guys just talk about Thor Hammer and me not be involved whatsoever.
Maybe you would. Until they start shitting on you all the time.
If they did it.
Fuck those guys. Your show sucks.
And they get up to like episode 50 and get way more listeners than me. And it's a complete farce, top to bottom.
Yeah. That'd be a really good podcast.
It'd be ridiculous. If you guys wanted to do that sometime just for fun, fucking feel free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shitting on
Make
Thor
up
Hammer.
imaginary content. I'm completely okay with that.
Shitting on Thor Hammer's road.
Well, at least the Game of Thrones after show is not going to be called Talking Thrones.
Yeah. Get more creative than that.
Well, they didn't get much creative. It's like, do you know what it's actually called?
No, I don't.
It's called After the Thrones.
See, that's
okay.
You know what AMC did though? They branded that.
They branded the talking part.
So they'll probably do it in it can be used for any show that they have that's a hit. So
Talking comic book men.
Talking men.
So yeah, After the Throne. So far we have the better name of any Game of Thrones after show.
Is it copyrighted?
Is this one copyrighted?
Yes.
I think the fact that we do it makes it copyrighted.
Boom.
I mean, it's on iTunes.
Suck it, Game of Thrones.
It's on iTunes and everything.
Unless you're going to sue us for content that we didn't get permission to use. I don't know if you did or not.
I don't get permission for anything.
Fuck that.
I don't use any copyrighted material.
Fuck
except
laws.
For the only thing we might get in trouble for is
Free
actually
the
having
penis.
video.
Oh yeah, well that's on YouTube though, so I don't know.
Yeah, but
maybe if we just put in the notes that it's not our thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Well, I usually put them in the show notes.
Yeah.
So
because that's what people do for like when they post albums.
And it's not like we show it on the screen, so like you're not getting the actual up close video of it. But yeah, sometimes like
you get some far away blurry video from that camera.
Yeah.
Camera 1.
Camera 2.
Camera 2. Camera 1. Camera 2.
But this after show is going to be the day after.
Yeah.
Unlike the other shows that are like immediately after. So it's like
or 2 days after.
You might
or 3.
Or 3.
Or
depends whenever we
on
get
schedules. Yeah.
Or 3 doors down.
Maybe like right before the
but
next episode.
that's good. That just builds the anticipation.
We did get the last
Yeah, you can look at it like that.
Yeah.
The last 2 episodes of season 5, we did get those out the same night.
Yeah.
So that was pretty. Well, we recorded them. We recorded them on Monday. We watched it on Monday, but we got them out the same night we recorded them.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we'll still try to do that.
Yeah, and keep me up to date on when you're posting what episodes so that I can contribute. Because I'm not going to be able to make the episodes, I don't think.
Sure, we still
during
have,
the week, but I can send you something.
Yeah, we still haven't found fan fiction for our fan fiction theater either.
God
so.
damn it!
It's impossible.
What are you guys busy doing?
Tell Tim to write something.
Oh, yeah, because I have time to write.
Well, Mike should be in charge of the erotic side. I mean,
Mike, you
should
should.
have a clear choice.
Mike, you should just write scenes for us to do.
All right.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I'll give it a shot.
All right. Because you only need to write maybe like a 5-minute scene that we can read on air.
That's true.
Make sure you're wearing some clean underwear.
Yeah.
Or no.
I might turn myself on and not finish the writing.
That's so yeah, this will come out next week, which means the next episode will probably be the the premiere episode for season 6.
Yeah.
So we'll
Is
be
that
back
next
on.
week? That is next week, isn't it? Next
No.
Sunday?
Mm-mm.
I thought it was the 24th.
Yeah, it's next Sunday.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's not this
Oh, yeah.
Sunday. It's
Yeah,
next
that's right.
Sunday.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Yep. Well, we could have another pre-cum cast
We could.
on Saturday
We could.
if we do a lot of pot over here.
I was thinking about opening up the table like I did for the holiday party
Yeah, I
again.
think-
Which reminds me, when
That's a lot
are
of fun.
those going to come out?
Jesus Christ!
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It has been a long time.
It really has been. No, I understand that. I'm gonna like try to listen to it during my lunch break and try to like cut up clips, and put them on other shows probably.
I mean, even if you don't, it doesn't matter.
No, I want to have them out.
They're just sitting there waiting to be devoured by our fantastic listeners.
Maybe. I mean, I was pretty inebriated when we were doing them. I don't know if any of that is any good.
Well, listen, there's gonna be parts where you're gonna have to shut off certain mics and keep certain mics open. Because I would be talking to Debbie, and then 2 people would be talking on these mics.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
wow.
Yeah, so like that's gonna take some effort. I think.
That's gonna be a pain.
Yep.
That sounds awesome.
There was definitely multiple conversations going.
Well, there was 4 mic conversations happening. You know what I mean? Like,
but
where everyone was involved. So you just got to find those, and that you got 4 hours to dig through.
Well, that means I have to like figure out which conversations are the better conversations.
Do you have like just a full like MP3 of that or something? Like
I have.
You can give it to me, and I could at least listen to it and maybe make some notes. Like, okay, from this point to this point,
I could do
be
that
something
too,
to put
so you
out.
could-
I can give you a full MP3 of it, but I won't have like the levels checked or anything.
Yeah,
but that doesn't. Yeah,
okay.
Because there's 4 different mics going, so like you can't mix it all up together beforehand.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'll get that to you this. I'll send that out this weekend.
Is this interesting to
Who
the
cares?
Game of Thrones?
Who cares?
Audience?
We're now on the Onyx Edge podcast.
All right.
So-
Whoa, smooth transition.
Smooth transition.
Just put some laser bolt and explosion sound effects in the back.
Yep.
So yeah, if hopefully, Mike, if you can write a scene, we can recite a scene for.
All right, I don't do any writing, but
I'll write one right now, man.
there you go. Jordan will write it.
Jordan's writing.
Is this a Game of Thrones scene?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh boy. Also, can we pause for a second? Can I tell these birds to shut the fuck up outside?
No, they're so loud.
Pod birds.
What are you, happy or something?
Chris, there's no birds. What are you talking about?
Stop tweeting. we're podcasting.
Come
on.
Well, we're gonna. And there's
dad jokes.
There's the end of the show. So,
yeah, way to bring us down to a great landing there.
Stick that landing. So until next time, I'm Tim Pickrell.
I'm Sarah Hedrick.
Mike Devron.
Christopher Nays.
And now our watch is ended. Until next week.